Welcome back to East Coast Outdoorsman. I'm Chris Ben, and you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna make some freaking chicken wings, man. It's one of my favorite things to do. My family loves them. We pretty much eat them every Sunday when my wife's home. Danica asked for them this weekend, so we're gonna do. It's a super simple recipe. What I like to do is I like to try to find store-bought ingredients, seasonings, and that kind of stuff, and I just elevate them. Much like I did with my balsamic black truffle oil marinade that I use on red meat, tenderloins, and stuff of that nature. And this is a super simple one. It's another McCormick's Grill Mate. This is the Brazilian steakhouse. So good. We love this. So, like I said, it's super simple. I just, I found this and we liked it. And then I was like, well, what can I do to really pump up the volume, make the flavors bigger, make it more intense? And, it was actually rather simple once I started thinking about it. The flavoring in this really lends itself to one of our favorite fruits. We love limes in this house. So we're gonna use a lot of limes in this process, but with the Grill Mate, you're going to use a 1/4 cup of oil, which I gotta grab because I forgot to. Sorry about that. This is what happens when you fly by the seat of your pants. Having a good day today. I don't hurt super bad, which is always a blessing for me. 1/4 cup of oil in a gallon bag. Dump in your marinade packet of Brazilian steakhouse seasoning. And then what you want to do, let me get rid of some trash here, is you want to get a 1/4 cup to, I sometimes go a little bit bigger, but we're going to juice these limes, and that's going to be your seasoning. I mean, that is it. Super simple. A little trick, roll your limes a little bit, helps get them a little softer, helps break up the juice, makes them juice easier. At least that's what I'm told. So, I do it. But you're gonna go ahead and split these right down the middle. Like I said, this is a super easy recipe. Store-bought, main ingredient, limes. In our house, I literally buy limes by the whole bag. Because we use limes on everything. We put limes, obviously if you've ever watched any of my videos, I like cocktails. I love gin and tonics. My wife likes Kentucky mules. All of those call for limes. So we use a lot of limes in the house. I try to mix limes in with a little bit of everything. There's not much that I don't try to mix limes into because, funny enough, limes are one of my daughter's favorite accent flavors. We like lime and cilantro rice. Hit it with some fresh lime. I like lime on seafood, my fish. So like I said, this takes a little bit, kind of sucks, but we're just gonna squeeze these out till we get, 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup of lime juice. But like I said, this is just such a good recipe for wings. Like I said, we do a spatchcock chicken using the same marinade. It's one of my favorite marinades. It's the family's top favorite marinade for all poultry. I thought about trying this on a steak one time, or maybe a tenderloin or something of that nature. I haven't done it yet, just because we really like that balsamic black truffle oil marinade that we make. It is good. I love that. I mean, I bet you I use that marinade on a steak or tenderloin tails or a whole tenderloin like I did at Christmas, which I recorded and I was gonna use this footage, but I don't know. We messed up a little bit because you're a family and we were trying to record on Christmas and we missed a bunch of stuff. My camera person had a little hiccup, but and you just give it a good mix, and literally we are almost done. This is so fast, and it's elevated. Like I said, this is one of my family's favorite ways to eat chicken, and it works really good on chicken wings because they're so small, you don't have to marinate it long at all. You know, I'm gonna marinate these now, and probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock, throw them on the Traeger, and I'll show you all that, of course. Fingers are slipping from the lime juice. All right, now we're gonna glove up. This part's a little sloppy, but I found it necessary. So now we're gonna take our wings. They're defrosted. I buy frozen wings. It's really good if you can get fresh whole wings. These are flats and drumsticks. I like the whole wing where you're cooking the flat and the drumstick together, so everybody gets a little bit of the good stuff. But I glove up. I've told you that before. I think that it's important. Now we're simply just gonna take each wing and literally dry off a little bit of the excess. Like I said, I don't know if it really matters at the end, but to me, it helps keep your marinade from being diluted. I mean, you want to put the best products you can on the plate, right? You're not trying to just make something edible. You want to make something great. You make something great, everyone's going to eat more. And in this case, it's rather healthy. I mean, chicken's not real bad for you. At least, not yet. Give them a little bit of time. I'm sure they'll find something to make it bad. Like their tack on beef right now, and pretty much everything American, but I ain't getting into that. So, that'll get me in trouble. I ain't trying to get canceled when I ain't even started yet. So, you got that. Got them all dried off. Deglove. Now everything's in the bag. Close it up. And just give it a shake. You want to get that marinade on everything. You want every piece of chicken to have a little bit of this sauce on it. And like I said, you don't have to marinate this for long. You know, some people are like, well, the citric acid will start cooking the chicken. I've been doing this recipe now for a couple of years, I'd say. I can't really remember when I started. But that's another story for another time where I have no memory anymore. But then just try to get the worst of the air out. And literally, that's 2 pounds of chicken wings in the marinade. Throw it in the fridge. And probably about 3-4 hours, we'll fire up the Traeger, get these cooking. So stay with me. That's what you're gonna see next. So while I'm cleaning up, I'm a huge believer in keeping your workstation as clean as you can make it. Every time you're cooking, especially with raw chicken, I like to bleach the countertops. But while I was cleaning, I got to thinking, it's like 12 o'clock. Let's make a cocktail while we're here. So, I'm gonna make a cocktail. Rinse my hands off here real quick from the bleach. And you know, it's a nasty day out. So I was thinking, like, what do I want to have? You know, you guys know that I like simple. Usually it's a neat pour of bourbon or something. I'm not really feeling that today. I'm like, well, I got all these limes. What's something simple, light, refreshing that I can throw together and enjoy the day? And I got to thinking, you know, I love gin and tonics. Let's mix up a vodka tonic. Another super simple recipe. you're gonna need, obviously, vodka. I just happen to have some Tito's up in there. I got a couple different kinds, but Tito's seems to be the go-to for me. You're gonna need tonic water, vodka. I'm gonna make a lime one. You can use pretty much anything. I like grapefruit. Grapefruit makes a banger too. I think that it's all personal preference. You can make a drink out of pretty much like anything. This is such a light base. You can mix pretty much any flavors that you like. I've heard of people making strawberry vodka tonics, even gin and tonics. But it's all personal preference. It's what you like. For me, I'm gonna go with limes because I love limes. I've told you guys that before. Pretty simple. We're gonna start with 2 ounces of vodka. And these limes are looking a little rough, so we'll get a fresh lime. Easy peasy. Don't do as I do. Put it on a cutting board. Air cut. Go ahead, and we're gonna cut a nice sliver. Like I said, this is basically the same recipe I use for a gin and tonic. The only difference is that we're gonna run vodka today. And just because it's a natural spirit, it's super light. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. Squeeze 1/2 in for juice. Drop the other one in for aesthetics and because I like it. I always use 2. That's what I do. Gonna use an ice ball today. Drop it in gently. Top it off with tonic water. And give it a quick stir. Just to get everything moved around. Make sure it's cold. You can stir it a little longer, but that's a vodka tonic. It's super light. It's so refreshing. And the vodka, you can't even tell there's vodka in it. You get the tonic-y flavor from the tonic water, which I personally love. I love that little bitterness. You get the flavor from the limes, which are my personal favorite. The only thing I like more than limes is oranges, but I didn't want to make an orange one. I think we should. Should we make an orange one? Maybe one episode. You guys let me know if you want me to just go all out and try some different drinks or something. Maybe you can get me out of my normal. Like I said, I love these drinks where it's like super simple. You're not making a huge mess to throw them together. 3, 4 ingredients. I usually stay away from making a bunch of different concoctions. I do have one drink that I posted on my buddy Bob and I's page that's called Whiskey and Risky. We're on Instagram and Facebook on that page. And there's a drink on there we call it the Risky Punch. It is, I mean, I think it uses 3 or 4. I think I do 4 different kinds of rum, orange juice, pineapple juice, and a couple other ingredients. And you don't know you're drinking, but let me tell you, it's gonna put you on your butt. And you hammer 2 of those things, and you're ready for a day on the beach, or you might end up wrestling a cow. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's so good. That's probably the most technical one I make. And if you guys want to see that one, let me know. We'll throw that in here, or not in this episode, but I'll do an episode with some of my concoctions. Yeah, but that is my fast vodka tonic, one of my favorites. Super light, super refreshing, so easy to drink. It's like, if you're in the South, you know that you don't want a heavy drink all the time. And I love whiskeys, and I'm usually a drink it neat kind of guy. But there's something refreshing and light about a vodka tonic, a gin and tonic, the way my grandfather, old Pop used to make old fashions using soda water or seltzer water. Makes them really light and refreshing. Maybe we'll do some of that. You guys let me know. Cheers, let's get back to cooking. All right, now Traeger we have set to 365. We're going to throw our gloves on, throw the wings on, find your hot spot, and you're gonna wanna put them off of the hot spot. At least that's what I do. They're gonna sit on the Traeger at 365 for about 45 minutes to an hour. That just all depends on you and how crunchy you like them. I usually set my alarm for 40 minutes, check them, and then if I need to add a little longer, I do. But yeah, it's pretty simple. We're just gonna throw them on this side and just throw them in. I like to do straight lines. Like I said, this is both flats and drumsticks. In our house, the drumsticks seem to be #1, but I personally like flats. I think they get most of the flavor, they keep most of the flavor. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. Like I said, 365, we're gonna leave them on there for about 45 minutes to an hour. And when they're done, we'll bring you right back. So stay with us. All right, time's up. It's been 45 minutes. I came out at 40 minutes, checked them. Decided they need just a little bit longer. There they are. Boom, there's your wings. Gonna get these pulled off the grill, bring them inside, season them however you want with hot sauce. I like hot sauce, but the girls, they're not real big fans of hot sauce. They eat it straight up. Squeeze a little bit of fresh lime on it. Boom, done. Great wings. Every time, all the time. It's as simple as that. I appreciate y'all for watching. And go ahead, give me a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll keep doing these. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Bye.